Hello, Bronte. Oh. Why is this red? Oh, it's just a bug. Silver Wolf main push.
Be grateful for all this clamor.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's the sound of thoughts clashing.
I've been so hyped for Yai for so long that I'm like 50-50 on it. Cause like Silver Wolf is one of my favorite characters of all time. But like I'm also really hyped for Yai. And to be honest, Yai is like more refreshing for me. Cause like I mean we already got Silver Wolf. Yai isn't in the game. But so long as Yai's good enough, I mean, it is what it is. What's this about Silverwolf SP being Annie? Well, she was always Annie, but now apparently she's the main push for the Annie. Which means instead of Yai getting like the strongest mono elation team, it would be Silverwolf. Which is new. It's new.
Cheer for me, great. Ducks, cheer for me, great little cheer. Ducks, Chimera. Make our opponent submit to me.
The thing is, I still think I'm going for Yai so long as she's a DPS. And when it comes to my Anoxa account, I'm not investing into a new team until probably Himika. That's probably how it's gonna go. Sparkle being free. Oh, I'm so happy. What is E1 Sparkle? It increases her own speed and it increases her attack buff. But E1 is really just a stepping stone towards E2. Or you can think of it as like QOL to hit certain speed thresholds with her too. Yeah. Because of this free Sparkle, I can now go for Ceridra and even try for Ceridra E1. Which is like... So I can get Sparkle, put Sunday on my Anoxus team finally, because he's been using a full free-to-play team for forever at this point. And I can guarantee Sari, because I'm on a guarantee right now. And I can even go for her E1. Like, yes! Oh yeah, for sure. Wait, am I instantly gonna lose? The event is boring. I mean, I like how convenient it is. I can never complain about things that are super convenient because, like, it's what allows me to waste my fucking life doing exploration on Wuwa. But yeah. Kinda sad they didn't give any 3.x characters for the free 5-star roster. I mean, you're crazy if you think they're putting any of the Amphorius characters in there. Like, I'm not saying I obviously wouldn't like that. Like, of course I would. But it is just insanely unrealistic. We're still in version 3. To be honest, the fact that they put Sparkle in there is already like I didn't expect they'd do that. I really didn't. Like when I was talking about it in my live stream, I thought for sure Yao Guang, because that would ease people into elation. But also like Yao Guang isn't universal, right? Like she ain't a Ruan Mei, even though she's strong for her niche, because they kind of nerfed the synergy with Archer a little bit. So I thought they wouldn't add a support as like universally useful as Ruan Mei for free for a long time. But they're giving Sparkle, who's like the strongest hyper carry buffer in the game right now. What does gabbing it mean? It means I'm gabbing it. I don't know. I don't make the rules around here for the gabbing. Oh, I lost. GG's. I think I lost this. This summon bullshit pisses me off. Okay, maybe I didn't lose it. Tomorrow's the live stream? Isn't the live stream next Friday? Stuffy nose. The summon BS and this is annoying? Oh, for sure. People told me that you need her for Archer to function. She had to sell well. I mean, it's like... as someone who has used Archer with Sunday, it for sure isn't the smoothest experience, but it's usable. So, I wouldn't say it's the worst in the world. But yeah, Sparkle, even before, she was like kind of significantly better. But now, because of the buffs, it's like astronomical. Like, before it was like Sparkle is, you know, maybe 30-40% better than Sunday, but you can still make it work. Now it's probably nearing the point of like fucking triple digits of her being better. You have E1 Archer, so it's better. I mean, yeah. But still, it's like, most of the time, I can only get 3 arrows off, sometimes 4 on an Archer. With Sunday. With buff Sparkle now, it should be like 5 every time, even outside of how much better her buffs are. So now, I get to... I get a free Sparkle. I can focus all my pulls on Sari. Oh, I might actually be able to do a true 0 cycle. I thought I wouldn't be able to, but... Oh, this guy's baxed. No Cyrene. I should still be able to do a true 0 cycle even without Cyrene if I have Saridra. Because you need to understand, the only reason my Anoxa struggles to like get 0 cycles is because he doesn't have like, you know, the best in slots on the team. Like they're all going to my Archer. But if I were to give my Anoxa finally freeing up my Sunday from Archer and as well give him Sari, I could probably get a 0 cycle off. And then E1 S1 Archer with Sparkle, E1 Tribby, and whoever else. I mean, that's also should be good enough. Who am I even missing? I'm missing Tough and Free Rider. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot, Bronte. You were really hoping for Silverwolf to be a DPS. I remember that. Your thoughts about Silverwolf being the main push? I mean, it was unexpected for me, but I mean, I don't hate it. It's like I like both of the characters a lot, so. At first, I thought Silverwolf being a main push didn't make any sense. And I am going to be honest. I think the only reason they changed Silverwolf to being a main push over Yai is because of the entire, like, you know, JP CN fiasco still going on. But I will say, it does make sense because technically Silverwolf is also an SP of Broadya from High 3. So they both make sense, either or, of being a main push for the Annie. Wait, am I gonna lose this? Oh my fucking god, it's because of this summon shit, man. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I will still be the stronger one and be the center of the mono elation team? No. Sorry, but no. That has never held true once in the history of this game. Even Anoxa, who's like the closest you can get to not being a main push but being really strong, like Mono Rem is still stronger than Anoxa. 50% of the characters in the game make sense as a main push. There's a difference in importance, like, there's obviously context, man. Like, Branya is really important, yes. They are not going to change the initially planned kits. I mean, they could just change the values, and yes, they can. What? Like, dude, Alum, my day was being tested as a best-in-slot sub-DPS for Cassie in his early Hoyo beta. Are you, like, do you think Hoyo people can't change shit in the time span of, like, half a year? They 100% can just change the kits around. Yeah, and they changed Silverwolf to Elation literally last second from being Erudition. You said it yourself that my day had 0 supportive traces? Yes, but literally a patch or 2 patches before official beta, we got it leaked by someone reliable that they were already testing my day's kit, and the person they were testing it with before official beta was with Cassie. Like, this goes to show you they can just change character kits. Like, it's not that difficult, man. Oh yeah, was it Anox? Yeah, Anoxa's the same case. Anoxa was originally a Nihility. Like, literally 1 patch before Anoxa's beta, all the reliable leaks on him were him being a Nihility. And him being like an Acheron buff. And he was fully changed to Erudition for the Herda. Gabby actually doing HSR events? Hey, I need the polls, bro. I need the polls. Chill. You know he's hyped when he's playing events? It's because Sparkle's free, Uni. And this is my account with a guarantee. So now, I'm motivated to try and get E1 Ceridra, since Sparkle is free. And then they'll probably run Cyrene in like 4.1. So, or 4.2, either or. All I'm hearing is cope. That's literally exactly what's going on. It's just pure fucking cope from people who don't want Silverwolf to be good. Like, she's gonna be the strongest. It just doesn't matter. If she's the Annie main push, she will be the strongest. E1 Saridra in the Big 26. E1 Sari makes sense for my team because it allows my Anoxa to hit 100% defense shred. So, like, because I was looking at it yesterday just in case. This gives 12% defense reduction on enemies, right? 12% defense reduction. This gives 28, so 40% defense reduction. Yeah. And then over here, I get 16% more, putting me at 56%. And then with Genius, it takes it up to 76%. So on double skills, he has maxed out defense shred with an E1 Sari. I'm just telling it as it is. I mean, you are literally like there's no, you can't say it's not coping. I'm sorry. You just can't say it isn't. Like, if this game has the history of making every single Annie main push the strongest character of their version, or like the most hype, the one that lasts the longest, and you're saying that no, it's gonna be Yai and not Silverwolf because I said so, like, bro. I'm sorry.
Chimera. Make our opponent submit to me.
Among all the chimeras I've instructed, you are the most outstanding.
What do you mean purchase a total of 5 pieces of equipment? Did I not purchase 5? Bruh. Yes, perfect. So I am at 57 pulls with 34 pity on a guarantee. Not bad, not bad. I should technically be at like 80 to 90, but because I play this account so on and off, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm probably not even like, technically I'm free to play on this account, but at this point I'm negative free to play, bro. I've genuinely lost hundreds of pulls from not playing on this account. I didn't do Saridra's event, by the way, so I don't even have her, I don't even have her 4-star Lego. Fuck me, man. How much of a damage increase is Cyrene for an Anoxa team? Depends who you're comparing it to and who you have on the team. If you are using Cyrene with Anoxa, it's a lot larger. It used to be like, I don't know, 15 to 20%. With Cyrene, I'd assume it's more like, I don't know, 30 to 40%. Maybe even more, right? Because her being a Crisis Heir has a lot of value. But if you're comparing to like replacing, let's say, Robin, you know, that good old support Tribby, it's like 10-15% without Cyrene. But me personally, because I use Anoxa with literally some of the shittiest characters on planet Earth, A Saridra or E1 Saridra would be fucking insane upgrade for this guy. You can buy the event 4-star in Herda shop now? Can you? I thought that was something that like slowly updated. Yeah, no, it's not here. At least not Ceres. Oh yeah, can I show you guys something? I tried doing Pure Fiction first try yesterday, right? Because I always go up to 9 on APOC and Pure Fiction, and then I usually don't bother. Because sometimes I feel like I don't want to put in the effort. But I did it yesterday on mobile. Look at this score, dude. Like, are we actually serious? I feel your pain. Thank you. Everyone must feel my pain. Tribby carrying Archer's ass on that second half. Chill, chill, chill. Why Archer? This account doesn't have a second DPS. Because I went for E6 Anoxa, it only has Archer as a second DPS. There's no one else. That's why I'm so hyped for free Sparkle. Clara? Nobody building Clara in the big 25, man. I have to build Sparkle and Saridra on the same patch. I'm good. Oh, 25? My bad, my bad. Clara's literally leveled up. Yeah, dude. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I believe if you have E2 Sparkle, press the Bronya Lycone. She gives every buff in the game. Oh, because of like giving res pen, vulnerability, defense shred, attack, damage. But yep, yep. Or Sunday Cone. Which a lot of people use on Sparkle. Oh yeah, no true damage. No true damage. No true damage. Bricked. Disgusting. Trash. Power crept in 2 patches. Cyrene a fraud? I would agree. But since I'm on my Anoxa account, I disagree. Okay? He's one of the few who gets carried by Cyrene. So chillax on my goat. Oh, I can smell it, guys. Can you guys smell it? That's an E1 Saridra. Oh, I can smell it from here. The annoying part is, well, is it annoying or is it good? Because she's on second half, it's higher likelihood I get her E1. But because of that, I have to wait longer. Kind of sucks, but... Yeah, you can stack the free monthly pass from ZZZ with the paid one. And because of that, the free-to-play pulls in the patch is like 180. That's a guaranteed character no matter what, by the way. because the max pity is 90 in ZZZ. In the first place, you won't go that far. But oh, war? War? That's more pulls than any Wua patch aside from launch. War? My bad. They have the better pity system actually, so Wua better. I'm going for Battle Pass plus monthly, so I'll get 200 pulls. It's crazy. Yeah, it is pretty crazy to see like 200 pulls as a low spender. Let's see how Kuroshos are going to make ZZZ's next patch look bad. I'm not even trolling. I was scrolling through Twitter, and it seems like because he made a video talking about ZZZ players being predators, like the lolicons on all social media are now finding out who he is and fucking hating his ass. But one of them posted a clip where he sees, right, the free monthly pass, and then he's like, chat, listen, chat. You know what's crazy about this monthly pass? You have to actually play the game. You have to play the game to get this monthly pass. I'm not over exaggerating. I'm not trolling. It's a real clip. It's a real clip. Yes, it's Saint. He's like, you have to play the game to get this monthly pass. And then he just keeps the video going. Like, what? Are we serious? We need to play the game. I'm out. He has to be trolling. The thing is, Bronte, like, what I'm always curious about, right? What I find so funny is when he says something stupid, the chat's reaction, right? That's usually like to see the mental gymnastics, because you'll almost never catch someone in his chat actually being against his opinions no matter what. And his entire chat just collectively ignored what he said and kept pushing the people who play ZZZ are predators. Even his own chat couldn't bring that shit up, bro. Oh my goodness. It's so nice. It's like I see just clips of his shit on my Twitter sometimes of him being idiotic. I don't even have to watch his videos. People genuinely hate him this much at this point. Well, yeah, he just tries to make as much money off it as possible. The problem is he doesn't care about how far he goes spreading misinformation for money. Like, he dead ass just takes it too far way too many times. Petition for next stream to be called streaming all over the place? Nah. We good. $56 pulls or 57. I can probably get to like. I mean, is there another event? Probably not. This is HSR. I could probably get to like 60 something pulls before the patch hits. Sure, Bronte. Wait, no, nobody do that, please. If this were any other account, I would genuinely say yes to that, but please, no, not my free-to-play account. On my way to LD shop, no, please. No. Broke as fuck, same. I mean, it isn't just Saint. There's like multiple other creators. Like you obviously have like Glaive and shit. Like the Blazon shit. You have two recent ones, one extremely recent one of like Analytical Vibes and Gotcha DG2. Like these channels are just built off of hating other games. Actually, I think Analytical Vibes just hates Hoyo. Because they did make a video saying they really liked Arknight's Enfield. So, maybe not Arknights, but he 100% hates Hoyo. I watched his videos. Oh yeah, Shy Guy High. Yup. That guy is definitely one of the worst case scenarios. There's like so many of them. And it's like, why are they all from the Woo-Wah space? Like, bro, I can't find a single channel similar to one of these for the Hoyo space. Oh yeah, true, Uni, true. Actually true. Woo-Wah TC is dead, and that's realistically what keeps most Hoyo creators alive. I mean, I don't know. Like, even for example, in HSR, some of the biggest content creators in the space are people who are like pretty critical of the game, even outside of like TC shit. I mean, the Woo-Wah, like, not even like including Calcs or anything. From the Woo-Wah TCers I've seen, everybody kind of sucks at TCing Woo-Wah. Because they all have, like, such a blind faith in the game. They can't really recognize any patterns, or they refuse to recognize patterns. Like, for example, I genuinely... You can feel free to disagree. I cannot believe people genuinely thought, like, Tomb Break would be this revolutionary mechanic that everybody could take advantage of equally. It wouldn't become a little bit of a gimmick for newer characters, right? Like, listen, I like Tomb Break, but I just don't think it really changed all that much for the combat for me. It can do a few things, like canceling certain animations, so, you know, you're able to move maybe like half a second quicker, but that's probably it. Like, the problem with Tomb Break is one of the main things people bring up is like survivability, right? Like, if a boss is about to go into a very annoying phase, or if I don't know, you're about to die, you can just interrupt with a tune break, right? But the problem is, how often do you find yourself dying in Wuwa? Unless it's against hollows. You know what I'm saying? Like how often does that even happen? What is Tomb Break a Wiwa main? True. Like you can't even do the Tomb Break animations in Wiwa. It just automatically triggers it for the damage. I forgot about that. Why are you talking about Genshin when I don't play Genshin? I don't fucking know. Who even brought up Genshin? How did the live stream reach 120 views? Well, probably because of the HSR 5-star. I mean, the videos have people hyped. Who is the biggest HSR creator now? I feel like it's probably Wave Man. Let me see. I remember seeing Wave Man get like a fuck ton of views every video. It's probably between him or Pokey. Pokey's like probably more iconic, but let's see. 18K, 50K, 36K, 60K, 50K, 30K, 50K. And then let me look at Pokey. Pokey is 4K, 8K, 4K, 7. Yeah, it's Wave Man. Guoba?
All things are connected by origin. And are
I mean, I guess, but Guoba, like, he only does guides. And he rarely uploads. Like, he isn't really talking about the game itself, just characters. I don't know. I was Bag. Oh, yeah. Him as well. The chat compares gacha games to each other. Yeah. I was bringing up how I just don't like Toon Break that much from Wuwa because it didn't really change much. And then people started bringing up Genshin. So, yeah. We got HSR, Wuwa, and Genshin in the tribalism wars. Who will win? It's a Genshin stream now. I'm sorry. I like Toon Break. I don't. I've tried to convince myself so many times at this point. But I really, I don't know. I watch a Gabby Returns to Genshin stream. No, it's not happening. Saint is now the biggest Enfield CC. Yeah, that's because everybody's just making hit pieces on Enfield. Like I still can't believe, even after a bunch of creators made a ton of videos explaining how the worst case for Arknight's Gacha is still significantly better than other games. Like, these people just forgot about it after a week, ignored all that TC, and then said that Arknight's Gacha is worse than any of the mainstream games. Like, Jesus, bro. Like, I think myself not the brightest light in a room, but genuinely, the people who watch and feed creators the views for these videos of just utter idiocy is like, bro, what the fuck is happening to this generation, man? Like, oh my god, they unironically agreed because they don't read anything. After hearing MTash lose 650/50s in a row, you can't deny that. He got 6 stars. You are guaranteed no matter what at 120. Once again, the chances of you getting as many early 6 stars as MTash did is probably lower than 0.1%. Meanwhile, the majority of people get the characters in less pulls as compared to other games. You are nitpicking a literal 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000, occurrence to say, oh, this shit is way worse than the other games over what the average person actually experiences. Tactician, why does it matter? Like, use your brain. The game doesn't have pity carryover, and copies are garbage. Use your. Why would you want to have a guarantee instead of continuously losing 50/50s on the first banner in the game where guarantees don't even go over? Like, MTash said this himself. He didn't want the guarantee. He wanted to keep abusing the system so he could get the future limited characters and as well as the standard 6 stars. Like, copies in Enfield are fucking useless. Also, the amount of weapon pulls you get off the character banner is insanely high. I watched, or sorry, I seen a Reddit post where someone did the numbers. If you go 120 to the guaranteed pity for a character, you get around 40 weapon pulls off of that. Like, brother, that shit is insanity. And on top of this, they give you a free premium battle pass with an alternative 6-star weapon, making it so you don't even need the SIGs on some of these characters if you do get them early. How many pulls do you expect for HSR 4.0? 120. It's pretty normal for a new planet. I got more weapons in Enfield than Wu or HSR. That's because the weapon rate is literally 5 times of Wu's, and as well as HSR's. I believe HSR's light cone banner also has increased rate as compared to normal. Yeah, it's 0.8. So in Enfield, it's 4%. And you have a guaranteed at, I think, 80 pulls. But at 40 pity, it's a 25.75. Yeah, Bronzy. $25.75 for the first pity. And then it's guaranteed at 80. I've literally seen case scenarios of people pulling on the weapon banner and getting every single weapon once they hit the weapon pity. Like, that's a real thing I've seen happen. They weren't dependent on their weapons. They're not saying they're dependent, but the sig jump is literally the same, if not less, for Enfield characters, because they can continuously get copies of the 6-star weapon from Battle Pass, making the difference of getting sig like 10%. You can't say this for Wuwa at all. Even in early 1.x, sig jumps were like 20+% around there. It's like the launch patch has as many pulls as Wuwa, and if you max everything out, I actually think it has more now because of the 10 pulls that they gave randomly. So it has more pulls than launch patch Wuwa. It has a better gacha system. The only thing that does suck, I'll always say this, is the pity carryover. That's just there to take advantage of people who are, very addicted, right? That sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't. But overall, it's more beneficial for the player the way the pity system is if you do save your pulls. The amount of weapon pulls you get from character pulls is astronomical, meaning you can completely focus your limited pulls on characters and just get weapons on the side, and the sig reliance is less. Like, you just can't convince me that this shit is like, oh my god, it's the worst gacha system for obtaining characters and weapons since fucking FGO, right? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not falling for this shit, man. No, they're all about 20% tactician. I can check Pridewind right now. Gion's weapon is about 18 to 19% better than Razor. Nearly 20. Who is the next DPS? Jinshi? Where's Jinshi?
All things are connected.
Jinshi's weapon is also 18% better than Razor. Nearly 20. Still larger than Enfield's. The next Chang Li. I mean, she's kind of a sub DPS, but Chang Li's weapon. Okay, this one's pretty good. Only 10% better apparently. So Chang Li's actually like, that's Enfield level. Cammy? Cammy, oh my fucking. Oh, that's R5. Okay. Why are they putting R5 first? Cammy's is 16% better. So they all hover between 15 to 20%. which is still more than Enfield's. And I'm going to be honest, Enfield's weapons are more attainable. Because it's on a battle pass, that probably means you're getting a 6-star weapon every single patch no matter what. So after 4 patches, you'd have 4 of these 6-star weapons from the battle pass, which, I mean, it's kind of unrealistic to say someone would have that in WoWa after like a year. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm including it, Melt. Like, you can literally just get it with in-game currency, a 6-star weapon. Mtash said it just feels like shit losing that many times in a row. And then he also said in that video, because I fucking watched it, that he wanted to continuously lose 50/50s and not win because it got him more characters. Like, what do you dupes in fucking Enfield are trash. You don't even want to go for copies. Only standard dupe that does anything is Ardelia? Yeah, exactly. And once again, this is like a 0.001% situation. Like, you're just being weird to defend your daddy Kuro. I don't get it. Like, get real, bro. You're nitpicking a 1 in top 10,000 dude who's complaining about getting 6 6-stars before even going over like 150 pulls. We cannot be serious. No, no. I didn't get what I wanted. I only got 4 to 5 other 6-stars. No, man. Fuck. I'm quitting the game. Like, the Enfield banner characters at max copies is a 23%. That shit is garbage, bro. Even Gion at S6 is like twice as strong. Brother. Oh, really, Bronte? I didn't even know that. That shit sounds even worse. This game is gonna be like a Theria restart, dead within a couple months. I literally saw a revenue for Enfield yesterday, and supposedly it was bigger than WoWa on launch. So, hey, you can believe that for sure, bro. That shit's EOS in tomorrow. Will you pull Saridra for your Noxa? Now that Sparkle is free, for sure. Definitely. Arknight's IP is bigger than Kuro Games. Is Arknight's really that big? Yes. Arknights is massive. In CN and JP. I see. Because, like, I just haven't seen, like, really Arknights anything ever pop up on my, like, recommended. So I guess it's just not popular, like, in the West as much. Okay. Holocaust? Don't say that shit. This will be your only warning. Arknight's community in CN are almost as big as Hoyo CN community? Ah. Someone speedrunning a band? Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't care what you think, dude. I absolutely do not care what someone is. I don't think anyone should be judged for what it is they do. Unless they do it to others. It's terrible to generalize people like that. Can Kafka zero cycle in Fortnite? Probably. Full box. One pump. When is 4.0 for HSR? 2 weeks. A little less than 2 weeks, probably. What's the HP inflation in 4.0 endgame? I'm pretty sure there's no HP inflation. We don't have HOMDG to calculate it anymore, but I don't even think there's any HP inflation. I mean, maybe Haku has HP values. Their HP values fucking blow for Wuwa. I just don't understand why. They're so inaccurate. But maybe it's better for HSR or something. Where the fuck is MOC? Oh. So it's about 5 million HP on the first half. First wave. And then 12 million HP from Sparksy. Okay. So that is 17 million total first half. And let's check this. So it's 17 million versus Harbinger of Death Swarm, which is 15 to 16 million. There isn't really any HP inflation, I'm not gonna lie. And then the second boss is Lygus. First half has 4 million HP. And then it's Lygus with 16 milli times 2. I think the first appearance of Lygus had, what, Like 11 milli times 2?
The same.
Or was it less than that? I don't remember. But Lygus just applies vulnerability to himself over and over and over again. So that one is like effectively his HP is probably the same as the Sparksy boss. No HP inflation on my HSR? I mean, there's not even any reason to do HP inflation is the thing. Like, Sparksy, at least for now, her main DPS isn't stronger than Mono Rem or a few other teams. She probably needs another relation unit before they can be like, oh, maybe we make it a bit stronger now. And technically, I don't think she'll get an upgrade in her main DPS until EMC, which should be 4.2. So I'd expect maybe HP inflation on 4.2 or 4.3. From what I've heard, even though a lot of people get filtered by the factory system and their own terrible rating comprehension when it comes to the gacha, those who have stuck out with Enfield and learned the factory system basically became addicted to the game because of the factory system. It seems to be one of those things where, like, once you get it down and understand it, you can never get enough of it. It's like infinite content, I guess. I am addicted to Enfield? Yeah, that's what I've basically heard how it goes. I'm gonna become a Factorio main now. I'm addicted too. Wuling's beautiful. Factory must grow, yeah. I'm still on the theory that Nihilux is elation and in 4.1. There's hump mats in 4.0, man. You think Nihilux is gonna be Hunt? It's probably La Manche. It's probably La Manche. I don't see them putting La Mancha anywhere else. He's definitely taking the hit for, like, being a mid-ass 4.x character. Anon hinted that maybe people shouldn't be too quick about getting Sparksy and Yao when he said Silverwolf is the new main push. I don't think he really hinted that. All he said was for people to not take it, like, his words and run away with them. So the reason he said that is apparently he knows a bit of Silverwolf's kit, meaning, yes, this goes back to the conversation I was having at the beginning of the stream. Silverwolf's kit changed to Elation, and she now has a completely new kit that Anon has some crumbs on, right? But what he said is that even he doesn't know whether or not Solidified, let's say Sparksy sub DPS or Yao Guang, is best in slot for these characters because the kits change. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the entire point. Kits change quite drastically even in official beta. I imagine they change even more before official beta when they're trying to get, like, the blueprint down. So he was like, yo, don't, Sparksy sub DPS role. Maybe she will be a sub DPS, but, like, I don't know her future value. Is she going to be a solidified best in slot? Is she going to be a solidified best in slot for this specific DPS? I don't fucking know. All I can tell you is her role for a future team, which is sub DPS. That's kind of how I read it. No, yeah, he's still Elation, guys. Yeah, exactly, Matos. Like, Anon is the most reliable saying Sparksy is a sub DPS, and that's, like, her main role. Keep in mind, he originally leaked she was going to be a main DPS, and then switch to sub DPS. I'm assuming because of changes to a character's kits in the background, and as well as the buffing to her sub DPS capability throughout the official beta. And it's like, it's just so obvious. She's obviously meant to be a sub DPS. What will be the team then? Yao Guang, Sparksy, Silverwolf, Yai, and Elation MC. They can't all fit into one team. I mean, who said Silverwolf is going to be best in slot for Yai, dude? They can just pull in a Noxa situation. Like, you need a. They don't all need to be best in slot for each other. She could have her own DPS team, Silverwolf SB, or Yai could also have her own DPS team as well. Until further notice, Yai is still a main DPS. Like, they said they changed main push to Silverwolf, but they didn't say anything about Yai's kit getting changed. They have to start making Kimiko's team, though, in 4.0. They don't have time for more teammates. No, what I'm saying is, they will probably all have Yao Guang as a best in slot. Like, this is probably just the truth. They'll have Yao Guang as a... It's like the HP scalers, right? Sure, Cassie's the strongest HP scaler in the game, but who's the one character in the entire game with no other alternative who is best in slot for all the HP scalers? Hyacine. This is likely going to be Yao Guang. So, they don't have to add an entirely new team. They can just add a new sub DPS. They can maybe add a new sustain. And that's literally all you need to enable other Elation teams. They don't need like full mono teams, in my opinion. Like, to be honest, they could also just pull a Sparksy, right? They could pull a Sparksy with Silverwolf, where Silverwolf has her old self as her sub DPS, runs Yao Guang in third slot, and then just uses EMC on the fourth slot or whatever. And then maybe she gets an upgrade later down the line for EMC, which is very plausible because that's kind of normal in this game. You pulling Yai on your Caster's account? Yeah, probably. I mean, if she doesn't synergize with Sparksy or Yao Guang at all, I don't know. But even if she only has synergy with Yao Guang, Yao probably go into Yai. And then my Anoxa account plans to get Himiko. Himiko SB. Who I assume will end up being Break, so that's going to be expensive. I don't have any Break units on this account. Aha's speed is only influenced by 3 Elation characters? Yes. It caps out at 3 Elation characters. That's why you don't need mono Elation for Elation DPSs to work. You just need 3 Elation characters. So you have 1 slot open, unless you're the mono Elation team, which obviously they'll try to sell, but I imagine every other team just won't be mono Elation. Like, low-key, now that Silverwolf has been changed to the Annie main push, the logical line of thinking is she'd be part of the mono Elation team, and Yai would probably use Yao Guang plus Elation sustain, and then some second slot. Who fucking knows who? she could also buff an older character. I don't know. Dot the best. Explain why Dot is mid. True. That guy was crazy yesterday. Both main DPSs in 4.2. I mean, that's my assumption. There hasn't been a single Annie main push that hasn't been a main DPS. So, and considering nothing's changed about Yai, and they originally thought Yai was a main DPS, they should both be DPSs. I mean, Silverwolf was literally originally supposed to be Erudition. That was her base path. If she was supposed to be like a buffer or a debuffer, like old Silverwolf, her base path from moving into Elation probably would have been Nihility or it would have been Harmony. But just being Erudition, that already implied she was basically a DPS. Yeah, Everly. But I will say, whether it be for Yai or whether it be for Silverwolf, I am highly confident Sparksy and Yao Guang will be best in slot together on either or's team. Because the rerun value from putting Sparksy and Yao Guang on 4.3 right after Annie is like incredibly fucking high. They 100% want to capitalize on it. So I do think like definitively Sparksy sub DPS and which team she's best in slot in for will be exposed in 4.2 beta. I mean, that's just not how it works, Alum. Like, this is the problem. Your line of thinking just doesn't work. Because they literally did this with Cassie and Evernight. They have the same best in slot team. They have the same teammates with Evernight being stronger main DPS, but they clearly don't care. They don't care about teammates overlapping. They're not going to make best in slot teammates for every new DPS. It just doesn't matter. HSR and Fortnite collab is crazy. It is. I did not expect that anytime soon. Evernight has a sub DPS role. Yeah, but it's like my point is they're both the strongest remembrance characters. They're of the same path, right? Yai is no longer a main push. So this is literally the same scenario. Okay? Yai is no longer a main push. They both end up DPSs. The other is a main push on the patch. Evernight is part of the same path, uses the same teammates, best in slot teammates as Cassie, but isn't a main push like Cassie is. They did not make any specific teammates at all for Evernight's main DPS team. They just reused the same old ones. It's the same case here. They're just not going to go out of their way to make all these teammates for all these different Elation characters. It's not happening. Like, once again, the amount of remembrance characters we have in this game, there will be an equal amount of Elation ones within like 3 patches. Right? So, you'll have EMC, Sparksy, Yao Guang, Yai, and Silverwolf. And then eventually we'll get the SP, or sorry, the Elation Premium Sustain, and we may even get other Elation DPSs still during later on in the version. That's just as far as we know for like the first half. if players see two main DPSs in the same patch who use the same teammates, then they'll just pick the stronger one. The devs know that they have to be different. No, they don't. Do you think Anoxa did 0 sales on the Annie? I mean, that was two main DPSs. Anoxa for sure didn't sell as much as Cassie, but I bet at least like 20 milli of it was to him. Like, no one cares. Like, Archer is way fucking weaker than Phanon. I bet a bunch of people pulled on the fake collab for Phanon's patch. You know what I'm saying? He is a sub DPS. I mean, like, any Elation character can just be used on an Elation team and basically be a technical sub DPS because of Aha Instant. It's like, it'd be like releasing Aglaia in the same patch as Casterus. It doesn't matter. Aglaia would have still sold. She would have sold less, but she'd still sell. Like, what are these hypotheticals? Do you guys think, like... I'm going to be honest. You guys need to realize, okay? 95% of people who play this game don't look at theory crafting. I literally, when I went on a Twitter post about the leaked 5-star selector, right, from a very popular HSR account. I thought the majority of comments would be about getting the most meta characters of Kafka and Sparkle. You know what the majority of comments were saying they were picking up? They were saying Acheron, Don Hung, Jing Yuan. 90% of this game's player base does not give a fuck about meta, okay? They just pick up characters they really fuck with. Was it Razor? No. It was like one with an Aventurine profile picture. Oh yeah, Aventurine was the other most popular pick. Like, genuinely, Sparkle was not even a popular pick despite her meta value in that comment section. Star Rail Universe? Maybe. Tribby's sales were terrible, Tactician. What are you saying? Like, Tribby's original sales, because people weren't aware of her meta value that much, like, Tribby's original sales were like 20 to 30 milli. It was one of the lowest selling patches, 3.1, in legit, like, the history of Amphorius. It was one of the lowest ones. And people were aware of E1. Like, my E1 video banged with like 20 plus K views about Tribby shit. I mean, you can believe whatever you want, Pretty Cool, but like, I'm so tired of people dooming these leakers. Listen, I know they're leakers. Usually they aren't reliable, but when you are going against like 3 of the most reliable leakers in the entire space, one literally has a 100% track record. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, let's troll these guys for absolutely no reason and ruin my credibility and then make people fucking hate me. Like, come on. Let's get serious, bro. Anon doesn't even troll. He just gives his own opinion on shit. And people genuinely get, like, super frustrated about it. Like, for example, I already seen people cooking his ass for saying Sparkle's the only valuable one on the entire selector. And then it was revealed by himself that Kafka is also on there. But it's like, technically he's right. If we talk about general value, Sparkle shits on Kafka. But obviously Kafka is amazing for getting into the DA team. Like, if you just compare the general value of all those characters, I mean, it just isn't fucking close. Buff Sparkle shits on all of them. Do you like the way HSR handled Remembrance? What's your hopes for Elation? Literally, the only Remembrance character I liked was Cassie in terms of gameplay. That's literally the only one. Because that's the only character they gave like a kind of interactive kit. Like, Evernight is just summon, spam, summon, spam, summon, spam. Aglaya, I mean, just attack, tag, tag. You can't do shit with the fucking Memo Sprite. It's only Cassie. I do think I like Elation's Aha instance for sure more than I like Remembrance in general though. Like, people can make their argument that it's more predatory. I don't fucking care, okay? I might even be able to do a true zero cycle in the next patch on my fucking free-to-play account. Endgame, I could give less of a shit about. If a character is fun, if a team is super fun and refreshing and new, I will pull them. I will. I don't care how many teammates they sell, how bad the light cone jumps are. Isn't Cassie also spam? When she first released, no. But once she got her full fucking mono remembrance team, yes. You just explode the dragon constantly. And if you have her E2, I mean, you always want to explode it no matter what, even back then. But when she first released, there was actually some nuance to her combat that people like HOS would talk about and was one of their favorite characters to use. But once she got mono rem and became completely brain dead, the thought process behind her having like a very high ceiling kind of just died. I mean, that's what happens when you're in the shield unit, bro. All your problems just get fixed. I think the thing I like about Aha Instant is that it's literally an entirely new animation. And it's like including the entire team in it, right? Like, it's actually something unique to the path. If you look at Remembrance characters, technically they have memo sprites that are unique, but once again, the only character with like a fresh fleshed out memo sprite in like the actual combat is Cassie. That's literally the only one. But the Elation characters, like your speed, how much speed you have in your characters, how many Elation characters, a hot instant goes faster if you increase the speed, you get new animations, everybody synergizes. Like, I don't know. I fuck with the direction of Elation more than Remembrance already. I'm wondering if we'll get Elation units beyond 4.3. I mean, we probably will, unless they release EMC upgrade early. Like, to be honest, the only reason I see the point, like, you're making, like, you know, oh, it's 2 DPSs, and, you know, if your point is true, they could just make Yai Elation sustain. And instead of making people, like, blue balling them until the end of the version, like, you can just instantly pick up the limited sustain. But if they don't do that, obviously there will be a premium sustain later on. And then, I mean, maybe Sampo? I don't know. The leaker said they are unsure about Sampo again. So, Sampo's like a coin cost, really. I've played these games before, just gonna wait for 4.7, then pull. Do you hear yourself? Like that at, do you hear yourself? I'm gonna wait an entire year at the end of the version to pull the strongest DPS, just to then enter version 5, where there's probably gonna be a stronger DPS. Have a little whimsy, bro. Listen, have a little whimsy in your life. I promise you that shit not gonna be worth it. I'm away for 6.0. I mean, of course, it's up to you. But if you're doing it in fear of, like, power creep or shit. People are traumatized from this game? I mean, it's like... Oh. I'm sorry. I get the feeling they didn't even mean to put that many messages, and their internet probably lagged, so I only put it on timeout. But if they spam again, they're getting banned. If I waited for late 3.x, I would have picked up Evernight instead of the Herda. Yeah, but like people would just pick up Sparksy instead of Evernight. Like this is the problem with the logic. When Sparksy gets her third elation unit on her main DPS team, she'll probably be stronger than Evernight. And this is the point. After Sparksy, there will be a stronger main DPS being one of the Annie units. After this, Himiko SP will probably be stronger. After this, there'll be like a final DPS of the version who's stronger. And then we go into Lushaka. I don't know. I guess that's version 5. And bam. We get another stronger... Like, this game, listen. It ain't Wuwa. Okay? Wuwa, at least, they give you like maybe, I don't know, more than 2 or 3 patches before there's a DPS power creep. This game ain't like that. Like, you need to understand, brother. Listen. This is probably not the worst, but outside of Saber and Archer, it probably is the worst investment of all time anybody can make in version 3. This shit is garbage. And I'm still clearing, so... Herdo is free to play friendly at the start. I can't imagine playing with no 5-star till Phanon banner. I mean, Sparksy can do this. Well, yeah, she can. At least for a few patches, probably. I'd already seen a few videos of her with a free-to-play team and no elation units. It wasn't bad. It was like I think it was like a 3 cycle. Of course, she's getting shield, but... Doesn't this mean Archer's team is 0 cost with RMC, Sparkle, and Don Hung? Yes. And you're about to see a bunch of people abuse it for their YouTube thumbnails. You are about to see a shit ton of people abuse Archer fucking 0-1 cost teams. And then it's like Archer, Sparkle, and RMC. That shit's about to happen, man. Get ready. If you didn't get E6 and Noxa, where would you have put the other cost on your account? Well, just completely fucking remove this E6. So I have 6 spare limited. It goes towards Sari and Cyrene for Noxa. Archer, I pick up Sparkle. That's 3. And now I have like my Archer team and a Noxa team completely built. And then the rest of the 3 limited, I probably just save until Sparksy, for example. So I have 3 limited plus a guarantee with 57 pulls. That's an E0 S1 Yao Guang and Sparksy, or just an E2 Sparksy. So E2 Sparksy main DPS with Yao, or double E0 S1, and then I have 3 teams just done by 4.0. That's how I would have done it. Now, that's not optimal investment, obviously. Like, optimal investment is like fucking Evernight, right? Like, I could just pick up Evernight. That 3 limited I was talking about earlier, I could just pick up Evernight. And, like, I'd also shit endgame content and have 3 DPSs. But I'd rather save it for the Elation meta. So. Are you going to pull Sparksy first? I don't think it really matters on my Cassie account. I have enough pulls, so it probably doesn't matter. That patch gives probably 120 pulls. Cassie account currently has like 106 or 107. So I'll have like 230 pulls to get a Yao Guang and a Sparksy. And I have like, I think 40, 50 something pity on the character banner. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm nearly guaranteed. If there's anyone I'd pull first, it would probably be Yao, though. It would be Yao. No Lyco? I mean, that depends on the luck, man. I don't know. If I lose both 50-50s, I mean, that shit's gonna hurt. Originally, I was really stressing on my main account and getting like the Sparksy team early. But because Sparkle is now free, like even just E00 Sparkle, E00 Yao, E00 Sparksy, that shit's still clearing, so I'll fucking take it. No E2? Who the fuck genuinely thinks they can get an E2 with like 200 something pulls? Like, I'd have to get a few earlies and win every 50-50. Also, I do have to wait for calcs. I don't think Sparksy's E2 is insanely big, right? Like, it's, I think like E0 to E2 might be a, what's it called? Like, increase, the same as maybe Eggy. Like, it's about double, maybe a little less. But it's not like that Feign on E2. It's not that Evernight E2, which always makes me a bit skeptical. I really like going for vertical investment. Like, I'd have to play with Sparksy. Here's the thing. Sparksy looks like the most fun character to me in the entire game. So there's a chance where I just do exactly what I did with Anoxa. And it's like, fuck it, dude. I'll get her E2 anyways. But if I don't fuck with her gameplay as much as I think, then maybe I just go for Yai, put her as a sub DPS, something like that. I was mainly joking. Oh. Why do so many peeps not want Silverwolf as the main push? Well, Silverwolf has been getting cooked for having the least original design of all the dripped characters. Like, they think they barely changed anything around. So it'd be, like, insane if she was the main push. That's the main criticism I've made, like, seen from people. Isn't Sparksy's Lycone insane, though? I don't have to hold back from spending on my main account, so I can just get the Battle Pass one. And even though, yes, her Lycone is better than the Battle Pass one for sure, I mean, it's like a normal SIG jump. So. E2 Evernight or E0S1? That shouldn't even be a question. It's E2. Yeah, Guang Z1 also seems pretty good. What does it do again? I remember the 20% defense reduction on, I think, elation damage. I don't remember literally anything. Oh, it adds a fixed 40 something to every single AHA instant, making it do significantly more damage. Was it Punchline or... I don't remember, bro. Is E2 Sparkle worth it? Yeah. E2 Sparkle is literally what E1 Sunday should have been. Like, that shit pisses me off, bro. But yes, it's like 32% defense shred or reduction. Increases fixed punchline of 30? I thought it was 40. Maybe it is 30. Would you recommend E2 Kafka? I don't even remember what E2 Kafka does. This seems pretty strong, no? Both her Is this what I think it is? Is this like a pure 33% increase on dot damage, or is it like a damage bonus thing? I saw a funny meme on Reddit with Sunday in RMC. Oh yeah. Yao Guang E1 increases the fixed amount of punchline taken into account in Aha's ultimate to 40 and the elation. Okay, yeah, I was right. Okay. It's just for the Aha instant that she triggers with her. Oh! Oh, it's only for the ult? I mean, it's still... No, I don't know if it's bonus or not. But if it is, this is incredibly strong. If it is bonus, though, it's mid. I mean, it's not a bad E1 for sure. But the fact that it's only locked to her ultimate one kind of sucks. She only gets like an ult every single cycle. Kafka E2 is mid. Kafka E1 is strong. Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, it probably is just damage bonus. I saw Heisland's E1 on Pride when it's crazy. Yeah, Heisland's has a really strong E1. That's why I said the entire dot team has strong early vertical investment. You have E1 Swan, E1 Kafka, E1 Heistlings, S1 Heistlings. Like, they're all very strong. E2 Kafka is a 10% team-wide damage increase. Damn, that shit kind of sucks. Once Silverwolf comes out, I'm going to be a happy guy. So many vids on her, it's going to be perfect. Yeah. I'm excited for the animations. Like, that's such a big part for me now. This game has stepped up their animations so much to the point where I think they can genuinely make every character have, like, appealing animations for someone. And it obviously be high quality. I'm so excited to see the animations. Entire dot team are E1 merchants? Yeah. Super Break Blade? Give it up. I mean, they could maybe make Blade SP best in slot for Himiko SP? I don't know. I mean, they can do anything with Himiko SP at this point. We don't really know anything concrete about her. My personal guess is that Himiko SP will be break because they still want to sell Dahlia. So they'll find a way to sell Dahlia by making Himiko a fire break character. But that is literally the only reason I think that way. Is there any info on SP Blade? No. I don't know what E1 Sparkle does. It increases her speed and as well increases her attack buff. Alright, chat. I'm going to end the stream here. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Don't gab it too hard. Okay?